to another episode of Same Page. I am Lenard.
And I'm Sarah Simajus.
On today's topic, we'll be talking about how to manage during the holidays.
Yes, I think that's something that some couples struggle with because if you're both family oriented and you both have, it doesn't have to be a big family, but family that you want to spend time with, sometimes it's hard to decide, where do you spend Christmas? Where do you spend New Year's? Especially if both families are apart. We live in Ottawa. Lenard's family is mostly in Ottawa.
Yes.
Whereas mine is closer to Toronto, so in Whitby. So we want to please everyone, but at the same time we also want to please ourselves because it's the end of the year. It's Christmas time. We want to rest as well, although we're not really doing that now.
Not these days.
But it's a time to sort of just, connect, build memories, be together. And sometimes we just want to do that, just the two of us, right?
Exactly.
Without having to house hop. So what are some things we've done to try to please everyone, but also please ourselves?
We just basically made a schedule. It sounds very simple, but for like Christmas Eve, for the most part, we usually tend to go to my mom's, celebrate that. And then on Christmas Day, we'll go to my mom's for like a hot minute, maybe catch one of the first NBA game. And then usually that day we travel to Whitby. And then it's a blessing that Whitby is like it's not too far from door to door. Is roughly like 3.5 hour drive. Which is very manageable. And then, like obviously like you have to disregard like maybe like the possible weather conditions in the wintertime. But other than that, it's a quite pleasant drive. And then once we're there, we try to see some family members, but we try to keep it to almost kind of to like one activity a day.
And if that.
Yeah, if that. So like having multiple activities or multiple meetings or groups or dinners, well not dinners, but I guess meals, then it tends to make the day a little bit too full and also makes you very tired by the end of the day, or ultimately by the end of the day with all the activities that we have to do.
I think what's also important is we tend to want to see everyone, right? And I understand that during the holidays, you do want to see cousins, aunts, brothers, sisters, maybe some friends who you're close with. But for me, saying no has been just a blessing. And I don't feel bad. And the reason I say that is because I prioritize certain things. And if I feel like I've been house hopping or I feel just tired and I need to just be at home and do nothing for a couple of days, and somebody invites me to their house to hang out and see each other, I don't have an issue saying no. Or another thing that I've done is say, yes, I'm available, but if you come to me, then that's fine. But I don't want to drive. And just knowing why you're saying that and not feeling bad about it, I think it's very important, because then sometimes you say no, but you have guilt and, you go back and forth and you're not even enjoying that time to yourself because you're thinking about, everybody else that's gathering. And not that you feel like you're missing out, but you feel like other people will think that, what she could just make the effort to come. This is, the holidays and Christmas and all that. But my time is precious. My rest is precious. For me to restart or jumpstart the new year, I need that downtime. And house hopping is not a good way to be coming to the new year rested. I just feel okay saying no because I know what my priorities are, and that just makes me feel at ease.
One thing that we also try to do is since we do have a large family, sometimes it's just combining people together, whether it's family or friends. If you can do more of like a group outing, then at least you get the chance to see everyone and not feel guilty from not including certain people. That's one strategy that we've used in the past. And going back to what Sarah was saying, not only do we try to group people, but then we say, well, just come on over and just have a little get together, and at least you get to satisfy that urge to see everyone, and also the convenience of them coming to you.
Right. And obviously that's not always possible, because if everybody wanted everyone to come to them, then nobody would, go anywhere.
Yeah.
Which for me, I'm a homebody, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But one thing that you might want to set even before the holidays is how many people are you going to see? For me, if it's extended family and I have to go out of my way to drive and be present at somebody else's house, then I may limit that to 2 for the holidays, and that's it. And in another holiday, or another time that, we're another, holiday or time to gather, I may try to see other people. But we really have a large family, so I don't try to make time for everyone, just because it's just not feasible. It's not because I don't want to. It's just I can't prioritize my rest and family time, and that's just something that I'm comfortable with now.
For me, I like to prioritize when it comes to trying holding on to traditions.
Right.
That's very important to me. So like I mentioned before, going to my mom on Christmas Eve, that's a tradition that I've had since I was younger. So doing that is very important to me. So that's something that is almost kind of like a non-negotiable. Now, mind you, obviously there's some flex, but for the most part, I like to hold on to that tradition. Then lately we've had the tradition of going to my cousin's house for brunch once we're in Whitby. I know moving forward, that's something that I also want to hold on to, especially since at least I appreciate the effort that they make whenever they're in town to come see us and whatnot. So during the holidays, it's nice to spend that quality time with them.
Right. I think I'm a little bit a different school of thought. Although I think traditions are good, at the same time, I do understand that life situations change.
Yeah.
And for me, it all depends on what's going on that year. So, we've had traditions that have been broken just because people got older, people have kids and everything, and we don't gather as a huge family anymore. And again, I'm okay with that, just because this is just a different type of situation, and we're all at different stages of our lives either. So, what I don't want to say that I don't like traditions, but at the same time, if something happens to not happen one year, that typically does happen, I'm okay with it, and I just kind of adapt and rest. I guess rest is a big
it's a big priority for you.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
And speaking of rest, I know one thing that we try to do as well is to maybe have one day where we're going to have that activity of either gathering with someone or a group of people, and then the next day will be a rest day. And then the following day would be another day where we may plan something like another activity or another grouping. So just kind of have that rest day in between, I think kind of balances things out.
Multiple rest days?
Or multiple rest days, but just like one's good.
It's interesting because when we go on trips, you want to rest and I want to do stuff. And during the holiday, you want to see people and I just want to rest.
Yeah.
It's
just a different dynamic.
Yeah. So I think also it's important to talk to your partner about that. What do you all both have to be present for all the events, or is it okay if one person is not there? And that can actually alleviate a lot of stress if one person feels like they want to stay home and the other person feels like they want to go out and get together with other people.
Yeah. And we understand the pressure of, especially when you're a couple. People obviously expect both people to attend an event, but as long as you have an understanding with your partner that it's okay that they miss an event, then by all means, go solo. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, at least I don't think so.
Yeah,
because I've done it many times.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we want to hear how you handle your holiday busyness. If you are house hopping, or if you tend to just hang out and chill and not get too busy. Because I do know that a lot of people do that during the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel if you do like it and you're enjoying some of the topics that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to subscribe and give us a comment about what you'd like for us to talk about next. And if you're interested in being on our channel, just reach out to us.
Absolutely. Till next time, guys.
Don't forget to live your truth.